thank you for joining me on this project. This is actually part of another project. The original was just to do the chair, but I did know that I needed to do the chair frame. It needs quite a bit of TLC, so I thought I would do a separate film for it. So let's get on with it. Here you can see the extent of the leg coming forward. It's worse on this side than the other side, but it's a similar problem. Why they put 2x4s in, I don't know. On this side you can see that this is broken off and it has caused this stretcher to break off. I'm going to take that off anyway and replace it. Here, one of these has broken. It's a whole S shape. Now the arms on here pull out on both sides, so I need to fix that. And lastly is this. It is not even attached. Well, it is attached because I haven't undone the fabric on the other side because I don't want that falling to pieces any more than it already has. So I've got my work cut out for me on this little project. On this side you can see that the dowel has caused the bottom of this part of the frame to come apart. I'm thinking they should have just put 2 dowels in, not the 3. You can see where the frame has been broken off here. They stapled what was left of the frame into place just to make sure there was some shaping there. I need to get this nail out and there's something here sticking up. So I need all of this out before I can cut this leg off. I'm going to work on removing this leg. So I'm going to go down this join here. And then I'll be able to cut across here too, like this. It looks like a little bit of wriggling and most of this will come off. I have no clue what these people thought they were doing. It's the nails here that is holding everything in place. I just don't get why people don't do things properly. It drives me nuts. Take me a minute. This is such a bodge job, it's unbelievable. I'm not sure what they put in, but as I move this, these two move as well. So I think it was long lengths of wire. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That is not good. Now I've got to just work out how to get this apart and I'll be good to go. I am left with long pieces of metal. I have a feeling they might go from here across. So I'm either going to get my snips out and take them down or I'm going to pull them out. I'll work that one out, but I'm going to put that in a safe place so I don't get hurt and the cats don't get hurt if they find them. They shouldn't find them, just in case. Now all I've got to do is get the blocks off. Hopefully this will do it. I'll get so far with that and then I'll see if I can pop that underneath and continue easing it up. I don't think it's joined to that, but we'll find out eventually, I suppose. It's going to take me a little while to pull all of this out and then I've got the other side to do as well, but all of this has to come out. What they used here was plywood, because you can bend it and shape it. The only thing is it has pulled apart, which means these dowels are absolutely useless in there after a while. I'm going to have to work out where I'm going to replace it so I can put more dowels in. I don't want to undo here because this part here and the top of the arm there and here are all integral to the frame of the chair, including this. I mean, everything is screwed or glued together, so I can't take the inside out. I'm going to have to cut it as it is. I have measured back here to 2 5/8. It doesn't look even because all of this has been busted up with these being popped out and just in general. I've secured a 2x4 level with the top here as a guide. It's quite firm. And I'm going to use my oscillating tool against here to cut this piece out. I don't want it too short because if it's too short it's going to just break out, but I should be able to secure it into the frame at the side there without causing too much damage. So let's do this. I've got a nice clean edge here. It's still screwed in here and here from the other side. Now I've just got to make the new piece to go on the end. I've got a piece of 2x4 that I cut down to the right width, which is 1.5 inches I think, and then by the height. I'm going to make sure that this is the same size as that and then go from there. This is a Craig, I'm borrowing it from a friend. I'm using it because I want to put some holes in the bottom here. So I've centered my piece of wood and I know this is quite a wide piece, but I want them close together on this chair because I want to be able to put dowels down on the outside. So I don't really want this to interfere with where I'm going to put the dowels, because I'm really not sure where they're going to be. All I'm going to do is this drill bit is drill in through these holes. It has a place where it gets wider, and here is where it hits the top and won't go any further. So you have to measure the thickness of your wood that you're drilling into and then decide where along the scale here it goes. Down and start drilling. And the second one. Now if I was doing a lot of these, I'd actually have a hoover attached to this so that it would pull all the dust out. And there's my holes. Now I've got to decide how long I want that to be. Once I've done that, I'll do the next one up here. I've marked it off at 2.5 inches there, which is a little bit longer than I wanted, but I think that might work. The dowel will come down here and here. I've got my screw holes here, the glue on there, and I'm just going to pop that into place there like that. Hold it together with a clamp so it doesn't move, like this. I'm going to use these 2.5 inch screws and screw them into place. It should go quite deep into the frame that has been laminated, and it should hold it a little bit better. I haven't been able to get this second screw in because the screw on the outside blocks it. So I'm going to remove the screw on the outside so that I can put this one in, and then I'll find another place to put the screw on the outside to hold everything together. I've written on here left and right so that I knew which end of the front border it needed to go on. This one I think is going to be quite easy to drill out. It's nice and flat, there's no bits of metal in, but this one is not flat and it has chunks of metal in it. Now I've pulled most of the metal out. These were long straggly pieces that they had used to try to hold the chair leg and parts together. So I'm going to be very careful on this one, but I think once I've got my centre mark on here, I'll be able to drill these out. I'm not going to do it with the bottom one because the bottom is right on the edge here, and it did cause the original piece of wood to tear up, and I don't want that to happen again. Before I start drilling, I'm going to put that at the base there, more or less. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to put my tape around here like this because I want to be able to stop drilling at the right point, and that gives me a marker. This is the dowel that I'm putting in, which is 3/8 of an inch, and I've got 3/8 of an inch drill here. I'm going to put a pilot hole where I want these holes to go. I measured across and it's 1/2 inch from the outside edge, which I have marked there and drew a line through. Now comes the awkward part, because this is 3/8 from the top more or less to the bottom. I think I've already marked that one. It's going to be awkward because it's still quite proud, and then halfway through 3/8 is about there. I'm going to start a pilot hole there. I might have to just drill some holes in willy-nilly and then force this out of here. This is to go on the front, so if I start doing this, it should come out. I should be able to knock it out, but that's going to take a little while to do. I smoothed this out and I had to drill down a few times to get the metal out of here and then put the new hole in. On this side, I've also dug around a little bit. Pop that in there, and I'll be able to put both ends of this on the new front facing. This is why I don't automatically put the holes into the new front, because the holes on this side I've managed to keep very straight, and the two holes on this leg have gone in slightly wonky. Now part of it's because there was a metal piece here, and when I dug around I had to drill slightly off centre. So now I'm going to work out where the two holes go on the front here. Okay, so I've put the glue on, and I'm going to slot this on here like this, all the way down to the bottom, and it fits. When I've got the other side on, let's see if I can push that together a little bit better than it is. On the front, I had a little bit of trouble lining up the holes, so I've gone for the old-fashioned method. I don't think I'll be using that one because of the way I've put the two screws in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that in half along the centres of the holes. I've got my piece of paper. What I'm going to do is line that up along the top edge here of this piece of wood to the top. I think there's gadgets you can use for this kind of thing. It's not something I do very often. Mark the centre of that one, and I believe that's the centre of that one. I'll double check that, like that. I'm actually bringing this one further in, not by much I don't think. I'm going to do a pilot hole with a small bit, and here for this one. Put the big bit in. It's marked to about 1 inch, and again I'm going to just put the holes in as straight as I can. I'm just going to put some glue around the dowels slightly on the ends like that and push them into place. I'll do all 4 of them so they can start setting up. Once I've tapped them into place, oops a daisy, I'm going to put some more glue on around the tops, around the sides like this, on all 4 of them, and I'll also put some on here. Now I'm going to line those up with the holes there and there, oops a daisy, on that side and again on the top side here, until it all fits in. I'm going to start tapping it. It took me a while to hammer both this end and the other end in straight. This will fit here. I'm going to put a bit of glue on each end and put them in on both sides, and then I'm going to secure these as well so they don't come out. And this one here I'm going to pull out and re-secure because I think I can reuse that. Try to make sure that your joins are really close when you put them in. I am worried I will put some screws in here just to make sure that this is as tight as on the other side to the frame. I know I've put stretchers on the other side, but I am just so nervous about this chair, and I might actually put a little bracket there on the other side. I've put a screw on the outside edge here into the chair leg in the hope that this will help steady it. I think that will hold it quite nicely. I didn't put it all the way in because the piece of wood here was starting to bend in, so I put it in and then released it so it's still in a straight line on both sides. Thank you for joining me on this project. I will say this project actually kicked my butt. Not just downhill, around the corner and back up again. It was quite an involved project, to say the least. If you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe, hit the bell button. A few thumbs up would be brilliant. And in the meantime, take care. See you later. Ciao.